captain of a Navy contract vessel that was in the South Pacific in '63. Jacques Vallée had the story, but he didn't have the source. It was a third-hand story for him, where we were testing the, I think they were the Atlas intercontinental ballistic missiles. We were firing them downstream in the South Atlantic, and this captain who contacted me was on a ship that was retrieving them after a test fire. Now, these were not hot. They didn't have nuclear weapons on them. They were trying to get the missile to be accurate. But the missiles kept missing their mark, and they knew there was some kind of a subtle electromagnetic thing happening. And there was always an ET craft around. And they got these on radar. So one night, his radar guy had a new, I think it was RCA radar system, and it was sweeping around, and they picked up a craft. And so the captain was called, came up, they got it. He called the command center, and they got it on radar. Unfortunately, they then hit it with some kind of electronic weapon or something, and the thing blew up. There was an explosion in the sky, and it fell straight down into the water, this UFO. And the next morning, his ship was vectored into the point of impact. And they couldn't find the ship, but there was about a 6-foot square pod that had ejected, that had 4 of the ET beings in it. And this guy was a salt-of-the-earth Navy guy, and he said, well, they were handsome little men. But their skin was the color of a Sicilian. I never forget him saying that. Sicilian. Okay. And bronze-colored, no hair, no pen.
Color of a Sicilian. Bronze-colored family. Mr. Greer is just alluding from the fact that they were black. They were carbonated beings, melanated beings, okay, in the cosmos. You cannot exist in the cosmos without melanin. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons.
Which is the pinna is the flap, the monkey ears we have. They just have openings, fine lips, a sort of small nose, and just like the man that contacted me from Skunk Works at Lockheed about the astral projection experience, this person contacted me to find.
Yeah, and he was lying. Fine lips, small nose. See, that's his subconscious or conscious white supremacist ideology coming out. Okay, trying to associate the phenotype of the extraterrestrials with Europeans. That's why he said they look like Sicilians, because Sicilians are Europeans who got African blood from the Moors, to be exact. But let's go.
Doubt something that had bugged him. It stuck in his mind and bothered him for 40 years. And I said, well, what is it? He says, well, we got him out of this thing, this pod. They were ordered to put him in the ship's freezer till a nuclear submarine came along and took them. And they were all threatened with death if they talked about this. He says these little men were in sort of these metallicized fabric. It was almost metal, soft metal-like fabric, one-piece suits. I said, yeah, like a onesie. But it didn't have any buttons or zippers. And he said, how could they have gotten in them? And I said, this is why you're calling me? And it was. This was exactly why he was calling me. And I said, well, I don't know if you're going to like my answer. And he said, well, tell me. I know those damn things, you could have to cut them off, but we couldn't even cut them. I said, well, the way that that suit is made, they just stand into an energy field that has a resonant, and it materializes around them.
Bingo. I mean, he has the right idea. Basically, what these carbonated beings, they're gods, black gods in the cosmos. Basically what they do, family, they're light workers. They manipulate lights. Okay? Now, matter, or what we call matter, is trapped or condensed light. Okay? Condensed light. Condensed trapped light in a magnetic field. That's why we see it as matter. Okay? So all they do, since they manipulate lights, they materialize light by condensing it. Okay? So they can materialize light and they can dematerialize light. So they can materialize matter and dematerialize matter. Okay? It's not really rocket science when you understand alchemy, or the basic principles of alchemy, which comes out of Kemet, Africa. So yeah.